Shalom. First off, we'll start by saying all praise goes to Yahweh,
Oh,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Yahweh Shai,
Yahushai,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Hakadash.
Hakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and the elders, great millstone. Salutations goes out to the brothers out there pushing this word, sincerity and honesty. Hopeful elect on Brother Korah Allah.
Brother Parathum.
And we got together and the spirit jumped on us to do a lesson going into the elder from South Carolina and how he had a man, an Israelite man, all right, his wife and their family come up to basically show their gratitude to him for teaching them the word through the spirit. All right, to teach him the word through the spirit. They came, they brought gifts, they brought all types of things for those men. All right, because it was the elder, and then he had another brother with him that's pushing the word strong, and that was all the spirit, man. So now the spirit is on us, like it is on all these other brothers and elders to do lessons on it. We're gonna do a quick lesson on it also. That's the spirit.
Actually, I'm gonna start off with Zephaniah.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's the spirit.
Yeah, this is Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 19. It says, "Behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halted."
Yeah, all that undo all that afflict thee, and that's going into all these different nations, man. All right, starting with the so-called white man, which his true nationality is an Edomite. All right, we've been afflicted here in captivity, and going into all these different nations that put us in captivity. Yeah,
That's right. And it says, "And gather her that was driven out, and I will get them praise and fame in every land."
yeah, that her is talking about the nation of Israel. All right, because Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you are compared to in the Bible, you compare it to a woman. All right, or a comely and delicate woman.
Right.
Right.
It says, "I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame."
Praise and fame in every land we have been put to shame. All right, and right here in America, that's the mainland that we've been put to shame. But then we've been put to shame abroad also, by way of slavery. All right, serving hardcore bondage, serving these different heathens. We've been put to shame. All right, the Lord said He's gonna bring us that fame. All right, and He's doing it now, starting with our apostles and our elders. That's why the brother had Israelites come down. What they drove like 16 hours.
16 hours.
They drove 16 hours to come and just show some appreciation.
Yeah.
You know, which them brothers did the right thing. They said, listen, all praises goes to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, we didn't get up and we're not out here on our own will. The Most High put the spirit on us to be out here.
Right.
And that's that fame. But that's not the most of it, man. More that's gonna start happening.
Right.
More people are gonna start coming out, all right, and saying, Shalom. All right, more people gonna start saying the name Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, more people is gonna be more familiar with our apostles and our elders and brothers all around the world. Okay, so that truth is getting out there by way of these scriptures also.
Yeah.
By the apostles and the elders and brothers pushing the word, but then it's getting out there by the internet, right?
Yeah, that's right, man. And this fame I was speaking about is not like a carnal fame like these celebrities, these so-called celebrities have. Nick Cannon and all these people. No, man, this is going to be in righteousness, man. All right, because 2/3 of our people, not everyone is not a prophet. We understand that. You know what I mean? There are a lot of women and children, all right, coming along, but they recognize, through the spirit, like this is a righteous teacher. I remember in that video, it was very telling. The one lady, she said, she told the elder, you woke me up. I was asleep. All right, and that's very important. And I was telling this brother earlier, how they were dealing with him is like when I first seen the apostles, it was like the same thing. You be in awe. You know what I mean? But it's not like a worldly spirit of fame we're talking about. It's going to be a righteous fame, you know what I mean? And we're going to get that even more in the kingdom. I mean, Lord willing, we those men, we're going to be recognized as those men that sigh and cry for the name of the Lord, man. All right, in this fucking wicked ass place called America, man. All right.
Real quick, John 10:27 says, "My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me."
Oh, there you go. So the Lord's sheep hear His voice, man. That's why we say, right now this is not for everybody. All right. The majority of our people can't see. The majority of our people are gonna die because the Lord then didn't allow them to hear it, man. But the Lord is saying his sheep hear His voice, man. And these people were chosen from the beginning. Okay. This is how this book was written. All these things were written in the beginning, man. So it's not really a thing of you could how to put it. You choose to be with the Lord. Nah, man. The Lord have to choose you, man. And that's not from now, man. That's from the beginning. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And it says, "My sheep hear my voice," which the sheep is the elect.
Yeah.
All right, which that consists of the 144,000 and the 1/3.
Mhm.
So the Spirit jumped on them to come out there to say they've been listening. So who's
Yeah.
to say that they're not part of that number?
Yep.
Whether it be whether that man be, whether the man be part of the elect, and then his wife
Wife.
and his family be part of the 1/3. All right, which elect the 1/3, man. The goal is to get up out of here.
That's right.
You know.
That's right. I got that in. Let me see. I'm gonna do Acts. This is Acts
Okay.
chapter 2. I'm gonna start at 16, and it says, "But this is that which was spoken by the prophet Joel, and it shall come to pass in the last days, saith the Most High, I will pour out of my spirit upon all flesh."
The Lord said He will pour His Spirit upon all flesh. All right, the Spirit is going into this Bible and the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of it.
Mhm.
All right, He's pouring out upon all flesh. Okay, and that goes back to our apostles, our elders, and their teachers. All right, go back to Abba Bivens in the Spirit. All right, and then coming down onto us now, and now we're helping push that word out, man. So the Lord is using us also to pour out His Spirit
That's right.
upon all flesh.
It says, "And your sons and your daughters shall prophesy,
Mhm.
and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams."
That's right, man. He had his sons, his daughters out there. All right, waking up. A whole family woke up to the truth, man.
Right, right.
All right, most likely, Judites from the tribe of Judah. All right, or today known as so-called Negroes or AKA Negroes. All right, but all these tribes are gonna wake up. Why is that? Because the word is getting out.
Yeah. And can I just say something with
Mhm.
that? Because
Mhm.
how he explained it, all right, and it says, your daughter shall prophesy, all right, we're not saying women's going out on the highways and byways, but his all of that came to pass because his wife put him on.
Mhm.
His wife was the one that brought it to his attention, all right, you know. And the Lord, opened up his eyes to follow it, man. So, hey, man, and that's why it's very important. Brothers be saying this sometimes. Hey, man, you love your woman and your children or whatever. Hey, man, if you love them, man, you won't even give up the truth, man. You know what I mean? You should be pushing forward even more, man. All right, because they're gonna be saved through you, man. All right. A husband could be woken up through his wife. All right, and a wife through his husband, man. All right.
Come.
That's why the scriptures say, man, if they please to dwell with you, hey, man, roughly paraphrasing, you just stay with that person, man. But it was very beautiful how he said, "Yo, my wife," you know what I mean? And then it was I was like 10 people, man.
Yeah.
You know? Right?
So Drake is waking up.
Yeah, yeah,
Got the next one? Or should I
yeah.
get it?
What you want, Ezekiel or Matthew?
Get Ezekiel's.
All right, this is Ezekiel chapter 37. All right, and I'll start at verse 1. And it says, "The hand of the Lord was upon me, and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord, and set me down in the midst of the valley which was full of bones.
And that valley full of bones is mainly going into America, all right? But then wherever Israel is, all right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, all right, that valley full of bones, all right, because why you bones? Because there's no life in you, all right. What Scripture says, the spirit that quickeneth, all right. So there's no life in you, meaning you won't have the wisdom, knowledge, understanding of the Bible, of the Holy Spirit.
All right.
Yeah.
It goes on to say, and caused me to pass by them round about, and behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry.
Very dry. They had no spirit, right? They had no knowledge. All right.
It says, and he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Lord power, thou knowest. Again he said unto me, Prophesy upon these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Lord.
So right, the Lord said to prophesy on these dry bones. Can these bones live? Meaning, can they obtain this knowledge? All right, could they live according to the wisdom and understanding of the Bible? All right, so now Ezekiel had to prophesy onto them, right? All you dry bones, hear the word of the Lord, right?
Yep. And it says, hey man, just a lock here. You know what I mean? And this is why we do what we do, man.
Yeah.
All right? The Lord commanded, you see how he just commanded Ezekiel? He commanded us to go out there, man, and prophesy, to these dry bones, man. All right? You know? Verse 5, it says, Thus saith the Lord power unto these bones. Behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live.
And that breath is going into that knowledge. All right, that wisdom, knowledge, understanding.
Yep.
Right.
It says, and I will lay sinews upon you, and will bring upon flesh upon you, and cover you with skin, and put breath in you, and ye shall live, and ye shall know that I am the Lord.
Right, so you're gonna obtain the word, man. All right, I'm trying to look for it now. You know, it's the spirit that quickeneth. I know it's in I believe it's in John, 1 John.
No, I'm not too sure.
All right, but yeah, man, you know, that the bones and the sinews coming together, meaning what? You gaining knowledge.
Yeah.
You coming out of that dead state. You know, and that's exactly what you've seen before your eyes. All right, down over there in South Carolina, and that's prophetic. That's what's gonna happen all around the world.
Yeah. It says, so I prophesied as I was commanded, which we doing. And as I prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together, bone to his bone. All right, and that's going into what, man? Hey, eventually all the tribes gonna come back together, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And that's what it is, man. We've seen that, man, and people are recognizing that, man. All right, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man, we the same people, man.
Yep.
All right, we got the same spirit within us, man. All right, so these are the things you're gonna see in the upcoming days. Okay, it says, and when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came up upon them, and the skin covered them above, and there was no breath in them.
Go on.
Then said he unto me, Prophesy unto the wind. Prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, Thus saith the Lord power, come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain, that they may live.
And how's that breath come from the four winds? Through the Lord's men. All right, prophesying. All right, and that's how they begin to live.
Yep.
All right, because here it is. You might obtain knowledge, like for example, Nick Cannon. He obtained knowledge, but he don't have the breath. You know, he might know something, but you don't have the breath. All right, that breath is only going towards who? The elect and the 1/3.
All right. It says, so I prophesied. I just read this. So I prophesied as he's commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived, and stood up upon their feet, an exceeding great army. Right? And that would be going into what, man? The elect, man. All right? the 144, and the rest of the 1/3, man. All right, and exceeding the army, man. All right, and just to, I'm sorry, Salakia. Just to go back a little bit and say prophesying to the wind. All right, and the brother made a very important point. You don't know who's watching you. You don't know who's watching. You never know who's watching, man. You feel your videos might get views, man. You might have one view on that video, and it might be somebody from somewhere, man, that you bring them to their remembrance, man. All right, so you got to prophesy into the wind. We go to camp, ain't nobody out,
Yeah.
nobody out there like that, but you prophesy to the wind, okay? All right, verse 11, it says, then he said unto me, son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. There you go. Behold, they say, our bones are dried, and our hope is lost. We are cut off from for our parts.
So, read that part again. Oh, sure.
Verse 11.
Yeah.
All right, it says, this is Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 11. Then he said unto me, son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel.
The whole house of Israel. All right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. The true nationalities, you're an Israelite, right?
All right, that's it. Yeah, it says, behold, they say, our bones are dried, and our hope is lost. We are cut off for our parts.
Yeah, that's what they say. Why are we in this predicament? Why are we being destroyed? Why are we getting shot down? Why is there no justice? Those are things that people say because their hope is lost. All right, because they don't know the name Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, and they don't know the will, right?
It says, therefore, prophesy and say unto them, thus saith the Lord power, behold, O my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves and bring you into the land of Israel.
Right, and the graves is going in to the dead state of mind. All right, to of not knowing. All right,
Right.
being simple. You said bring out your grave and what?
It says, I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves and bring you into the land of Israel.
Into the land of Israel, and that's starting now. We come to the land of Israel now in the spirit, because we come back to our wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. We come back to our true power, right? As if we were in Israel, living righteously. But we're gonna be in there, okay? But right now, the Lord is starting bringing us back to Israel now, by way of understanding of the Holy Bible.
Spirit.
Yep, the Spirit.
It says, and ye shall know that I am the Lord when I have opened your graves, O my people, and brought you up out of your graves, and shall put my spirit in you.
Right, and they brought it's beautiful because they brought they brought them brothers artwork, all right, with the name Yahweh, which is the Most High, okay, and Yahweh Shai, which is the Son. All right, and Yahweh is He is, and Yahweh Shai is He is the deliverer, and they had the chariots, because that's how we getting up out of here.
Yeah.
All right, so they know they know the name. The name is there.
That's right. It says, and ye shall live. It says, and ye shall live, and I shall place you in your own land. Then ye shall know that I, the Lord, have spoken it and performed it, saith the Lord.
And we're gonna be in our own land, man. All right. It might sound far-fetched to a lot of people, but the ones that's gonna live, the ones that's gonna receive that breath of life, okay, the elect, the 1/3, the 144,000, the 1/3, they're gonna understand, man. The Lord's gonna come to live with us and put us back in our own land, Israel.
That's right.
All right. Yeah, we get one more.
This is
yeah.
let me see. This is Matthew 24:14.
Kind of.
This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 14. Actually, I'm gonna start at 13.
Okay.
It says, "But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved."
He that endures to the end, the saints shall be saved. All right. So this thing ain't over yet, man. We close to the end, but you understand, Satan is gonna, that spiritual demon Satan, even the physical form Esau is gonna come down harder and harder.
Yeah.
All right. The temptation is gonna get heavier and heavier.
It says, "And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations."
Right. This gospel, all right, the good news is gonna be preached throughout the whole world, throughout the four corners of the world, man. That's why that guy was that guy in the Philippines, All right,
Right. Right.
speaking a whole different language. Only thing you can understand is Yahweh, Yahweh Shah.
Yeah.
All right. So hey man, you can't say this word and getting out there, right?
Con.
And that's how that's going on all over the four corners of the world right now, man. Through the Spirit.
Con.
All right. Our apostles and elders didn't get on a jet and go overseas, spend thousands of dollars and millions of dollars on a jet to go back and forth, man.
Yeah.
That's how you know the Lord is working.
Hey, brother, I was on the bus the other day. I listened to a video from Apostle Tahar. This dude behind me, I just got done listening to the video. He playing
Yeah.
the same video. I got it
sure.
on tape. I was like, yo, you listen to Apostle Tahar right now? He said, yeah, man, how you know? I said, oh, okay.
Hey, that's the Spirit.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the Spirit.
Yeah. This word is going out, you know?
Yeah.
It says, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations,
Mhm.
and then shall the end come.
Yeah, that's right. Cause Jake is spread out throughout the whole world, man. Look like different nations. All right, but even these heathens got to know what their place gonna be in the kingdom.
That's right.
All right, what they're gonna receive for messing with the children of Israel, which are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, and then shall the end come. So all this is prophecy. All right, it's beautiful, man. It's a
Yeah.
beautiful thing, man.
Oh, yeah. So we can wrap it up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So you know, with that, we hope brothers are edified. All right, we want to say again, all praise goes to Yahweh, Hashem Yahshua, Hashem Kadash. That will honestly apostles and elders, great millstone, citations out to the person out there pushing this word. Shalom.
Shalom.